If someone types out a diatribe on why, Bleach is better than you think, right? And
Yeah, he
Ryokugyu
like
just
quote retweeted him. Yeah.
quote retweet, yeah, nah.
Yeah, nah.
Really L plus ratioed Raizo, huh?
Big Mo-moments.
Hello, everyone, and welcome to the...
Shifting Gears podcast.
Okay, I think that should be enough space. I think that
That's
should
a
be
long space.
I'll edit out the
Nick.
excess space, okay? I'm a god,
Yeah,
alright? I'm a
very
being
easy.
of higher powered.
No, I think it's good that you left space there.
Good, I'll extend the space too, I'll make it twice as long.
I think the funny part about us leaving that blank, by the way, is that we're like, oh, we'll just edit audio there, but we have it set up to record when someone's speaking and no one said anything.
Yeah.
Then I'll... Shit, I didn't think about this. This is bad. We are not even a minute in and we've already irredeemably fucked this podcast beyond repaired. Alright, fine, we'll salvage it. We're here to talk about One Piece. We all like One Piece. Say you like One Piece.
I like One Piece.
I think One Piece is pretty cool.
Neither of them have been threatened or coerced to say this.
No, never, not once.
I can't do any visual cues to show them being held hostage, so yeah.
And that's good enough in a court of law. Anyway, we're here to talk about One Piece chapters as they come out weekly. One Piece is in its final saga as of the recording of this. I don't think it'll stop being in its final saga post this recording, but for posterity's sake, that's where we are. We just wanted to get together and just shoot the shit about One Piece, because we all like it. We all like it, right?
Yeah.
Oh, yes, of course.
Go ahead.
Nick's been a
Most
long
certainly.
time fan.
Yeah,
Right.
I started reading it back in '99. I think that was when Luffy met Buggy, I guess.
That was back when he was called.
right.
That was back when he was called Luffy.
Yeah.
True.
Have you guys ever seen the Singapore dub of One Piece?
No.
Oh, I have.
So the same guy that played Yugi in the Yu-Gi-Oh! Singapore dub also plays Luffy.
I'm Monkey D. Luffy, the future king of the pirates.
But he's Monkey D. Luffy.
Nice.
It's really bad. It's really bad. You don't need to see anything of it other than just the one scene where he introduces himself to know. Okay, I don't need to watch this.
And he has like a Mickey Mouse energy to his voice.
He does. But anyway, on topic. We're reading chapter 1055. So this is the second chapter since Wano concluded.
Oh, we're reading that one.
Akaro.
I thought we were reading the one that came out yesterday.
No, that one's not officially out yet, Akaru. We can't read that one because it doesn't exist yet.
Okay, yeah,
So shut your fucking
I
mouth.
never checked it.
Shut your fucking mouth. Just shut up. Just don't say anything.
Okay.
I will kick you out of this podcast on episode 1 if you spoil something.
I won't say anything.
Go ahead. Shit, are we gonna have to meet up again, 2 days from now to record the next one?
I don't know, potentially. I mean, it's totally not a good chapter. Nothing happens.
Yeah, you're right. Nothing of value happens in this chapter. No characters of value appear.
Yeah.
I guess we'll start off from the very beginning. We see the continuation of Green Bull. Does Green Bull have an actual name? Does he have an Aokiji
believe
Akainu name?
So, it starts with an R, I think.
Green Buru.
No, it's actually, I lied. It's his name's Aramaki.
Aramaki. Okay.
It's his alias was Ryokugyu or something.
Right. Oh, right. Because I think it literally means Green Bull,
Yeah.
or it probably doesn't. I don't speak Japanese. Anyway.
Yeah.
So we're seeing the continuation of his fight with the samurai and Yamato.
Yeah.
He's here with the express purpose of killing the pirates before they go see that holy shit, the world's been fucked in the last 4 years, or 4 weeks. Now that I think about it, it's only been about a month in universe time.
Yeah, it's 4 years real time. Probably it was probably a bit more than that. But
That's That's one of the wildest things to think about. Is just how little time actually passes in the One Piece world versus how much we consume.
Mm-hmm.
Like Nick,
Yeah.
you sped read everything to get caught up.
Yeah, I started reading it in like late June, I think, and I got caught up yesterday. We're recording this August 5th. So,
Why would you say that?
Yeah.
Oh, I
Now
mean,
there's
wait,
pressure on me.
Wait. No, this is a good thing, actually. I mean, it dates the episode, sure, but hear me out. It means that all the people are like, why would I read One Piece? It's going to take me 3 years to catch up. Can shut up.
That's true. Nick got caught up in less than a month.
Yeah, that was like, honestly, that was my biggest like hurdle is getting into One Piece. It's like, oh Jesus, I gotta read 1,000+ chapters. It's like every week that number just increases by 1. So
Yeah.
I also have superpowers and I can read like really quick. So
It's
that helped.
The funny thing is that it doesn't even really actually increase by 1. Ever since I think at the end of Dressrosa, One Piece has gotten very bi-weekly because of Oda's deteriorating health, because he just does nothing but write about goofy comic pirates all day.
Yeah, we get a lot of hiatuses for like a week, sometimes 2.
This actually after Wano concluded, that was the first time in
Since the time
7.
skip?
Yeah, it's in 10 years actually, 9 or 10 years since Oda has taken like a month-long hiatus. But like he was pretty consistently like bi-weekly. We went from getting 52 chapters every year to getting about 25 to 30, which also made arcs last a lot longer than he probably wanted them to.
Yeah, which is probably why we're at the statement of I want to finish One Piece soon.
Oh yeah, so on that topic, Nick.
Yeah.
Ever since the pre-time skip era concluded, right?
Mm-hmm.
Oda has constantly said he wants One Piece to end in 5 years. To the point that when he made the statement of One Piece's finality in the most recent, like, talk about it being the final saga, right? He said, I'm not going to give you a time of date, as I've become very unreliable with telling you when I want things to conclude. But know that we are in the final saga, and that I am planning to wrap up the story.
So it's going to be about 5 years.
Yeah, we'll probably be 2030 into One Piece.
All right, sweet.
But anyway,
We can milk this podcast for a good decade.
Yeah, shit,
Excellent.
bro. Dude, and then you know what we can do after that?
What?
We can talk about the One Piece anime.
Oh shit, I guess.
Because it'll go on for like 3 years past the manga's conclusion.
Bro, I don't know why, but I was expecting you to say we can talk about the One Piece live action.
We'll do, because we plan to do topics alongside whatever chapter review we're talking about.
Yeah.
So we'll definitely have time for topic episodes if we want to focus on the live action or like the dildo series that they're doing.
What's the dildo series?
They're doing a series of One Piece themed dildos.
Wait,
Don't ask
for
why
real?
I know that.
Wait, no, like source this.
No, I'm fucking with you. I'm fucking with you entirely. There's not a real thing. It's not a real thing, Akar. They
I
wouldn't do
believed
that.
you.
Yeah, I was like, damn. Like,
Actually,
fucking,
hold
like,
on. You know what? One sec.
I can't believe you would just spread abject lies on our podcast, man.
I was ready for the 3-sword style, but
Okay, yeah, no. They don't do One Piece themed dildos.
yeah,
That's fucked up.
unfortunate.
Anyway, speaking of big dildos, Green Bull. I hate that guy. He's kind of a big dick.
He's more of a big broccoli, if you ask me, but like, each their own.
Yeah. Yeah, anyway. Point is, he's here. I was really kind of disappointed with his portrayal. You know, because he'd been built up for a long time.
Mm-hmm.
And I wanted him to be as charming and memorable as the other admirals. Because, like, I mean, Aokiji is iconic. Akainu, iconic. Orsolone, not as iconic, but he's funny. I like him.
Hey, I liked when he goes, ooh, man.
Ooh. Boy. But, this guy just doesn't really... He doesn't really stick the landing. Even Fujitora stuck the landing better than this guy, and Fujitora's blind.
Are you trying to be ableist right
No,
now?
I'm just saying that
Douglas?
literally Fujitora would have a hard time jumping and landing on something.
Ah, I see.
I guess it's a dark joke. Do you consider that dark humor?
I don't know, maybe.
I can't see it myself.
Neither can he. Ayo.
Wait, okay, but on the real though, about Fujitora, ironically, doesn't he have like one of the best fucking visions in the series?
Yeah, actually, he uses Conqueror's Hockey or observation. Yeah, he uses observation hockey to literally like make out. He can't see their faces, but he can like make out their height and weight from their hockey and chi or whatever. It's dumb like Eastern samurai movie shit.
Yeah, that's great.
He's probably the most like overt reference out of all of, like the Admiral actor references. For those of you who don't know, every admiral in every admiral in One Piece is based off of a famous actor that Oda likes. I'm Nick.
Yes.
Talk about what happens in the chapter.
Okay. So Hashirama Senju Man shows up, and his power is trees, right? And I think that's a cool power. And he does a lot of tree stuff because he's a tree dude.
He does, in fact, do
Thank
a lot
you,
of
Nick.
tree
You have
things.
successfully talked about one panel of the chapter. Now please talk about the rest of the chapter.
Okay. I mean, shit, he does a lot of tree shit. I haven't pulled up on my phone.
Is this the entire reason you wanted to talk about this chapter? You just wanted to talk about tree shit?
Oh, also, like, I have the Admiral thing. You want to just post it in the voice chat?
Yeah,
This
just
visual
do that.
For this
do that.
audio medium podcast, so
Yeah.
no one can see it.
I'll recite it, don't worry. Okay, so Aokiji is based on Yusaku Matsuda, and I'll put up images of these characters as I say their names. Kizaru is based off of Kuni Tanaka, is that it? Akainu is based on Bunta Sugawara, Fujitora is based on Shintaro Katsu, and Ryokugyu is based off of Yoshio Harada. Anyway.
Why the fuck are the trees fireproof?
No. That feels like a Yu-Gi-Oh moment where he's like, "Don't worry, guys, I've got this fire scroll. You think I could be made of trees and not be immune to fire?"
Yeah, it was honestly the most weird part of the chapter for me, and I feel like maybe when I see it animated I'll understand it better. Maybe there's like some hockey shit, but I have no idea why he's immune to fire.
I think he's coating himself in hockey, yeah.
Trees are just more stronger than the fire, obviously.
I like the way, while he's not super memorable, right? I
think
love
he's
his
pretty
response to Raizo, where it's like, "Fire escape!" Ah! Yeah. No.
Cool. No. Yeah, he's just fucking. What does he even say? Like fucking just kidding or some shit.
Literally goes, yeah, nah.
Yeah.
Like, he's
You think
talking to somebody on fucking Discord.
You think I could hack it as an admiral of a Navy HQ if I was actually susceptible to such an obvious weakness? But yeah, no, Nick, you're absolutely right. That way, like, someone types out a diatribe on why like Bleach is better than you think, right?
Yeah,
And
he
Ryokugyu
like
just
quote retweeted him. Yeah.
Quote retweet. Yeah. Nah.
Yeah, nah.
Really L plus ratio to Raizo, huh?
Speaking of taking an L, Raizo gets just fucked. That's probably the most horrifying thing about his power is his ability to suck out people's nutrients.
Yeah, not only that, but he makes Raizo say oof like he's a Roblox character, which is kind of crazy.
He does say oof. Man, everyone was losing their shit over Sonic saying oof.
Yeah, but where's the Raizo?
Where are the Raizo fans? Where are their anger at the misrepresentation of their character?
Yeah.
So they all attempt to fight him, and it doesn't go well. Do we want to go in order, or do you want to just go by event? Because I feel like we could just wrap up the event of that fight, and then just move on to the Robin and Law
And
stuff.
speaking of wrapping up the event, they all get wrapped up by trees.
They do. But so we cut away, and we're gonna cut back in a bit. But that's when Momonosuke attempts to step back in. Yamato wants to fight and get a chance to actually have a real fight in Wano.
Mm-hmm.
And then Momonosuke's just like, no, not yet.
I don't wait for the next arc.
I don't know what Oda is like saving up. If Yamato is really going to join the crew, right?
Mm-hmm.
I'm curious why he's being denied any ability to like prove himself.
Well, I think it's more so that it's Momonosuke's sin to prove himself.
Right.
As worthy
Yeah, I mean, you're right. I'm getting
Wano.
focused on the wrong stuff here.
Yeah. So it's like it's less about Yamato not proving themselves, because let's be honest, Yamato already like fucking fought his dad,
That's true.
and was doing pretty well. So, but I guess the whole point is just to be like, Momo, big boy now, he got this country.
He do a big boy cry.
Yeah.
I really do like, because you know, honor-bound characters can be very difficult to write at times. They can be very obnoxious with their stubbornness. But like, Momonosuke's stubbornness here makes sense. They literally just got done asking the Straw Hats to save their country for them. If they just bend over and ask every person that stops by to save them from their problems, then how can they be considered a country?
Yeah.
And I like that his power, his determination to stand by that statement rewards him with a Kaido-level energy blast.
Yeah.
And a phenomenal fucking 2-page, too.
Yeah.
Wait, no, this is a 1-page. This is a 1-page spread. But still, like, fucks that dude up.
It's true. It's a really cool fucking panel. Although we did cut back out of the fight and immediately cut back to where it cuts back in, you know?
Yeah. Well, that's the thing. It's like, I understand that it makes more sense as a pacing thing, right?
Yeah.
But like for us, it makes more sense just to talk about the fight. Like what sense would it make to go? Then Raizo was captured. This is Law and Robin's time now. They're walking downstairs.
No, exactly. I just find it funny because we added so we cut out and just jumped back. It was like, oh, okay.
Yeah, I had to stall for time because the app wasn't loading. Hold on, one sec. Discussing the chapter while I was gone.
No, we talked for like 2
we
seconds.
we talked about the whole thing.
Yeah, actually, we finished the podcast as a series.
Well, first of all, I hope you didn't do that because you guys, it's only been 15 minutes. And second of all, in my haste to stop my family from busting in on the recording, right?
Yeah.
I deafened myself as well, so none of that got picked up.
Hey, that's fine.
That entire section just got to be cut out.
I'll be honest, we briefly mentioned shit, and I was like, we're definitely not being recorded, and so we just sat here.
Okay, sorry about that. Jesus Christ, this is a mess. This is a fuck. And now I can't get my audio levels back where I had them. This is.
Oh no.
My voice is gonna be all over the place.
Oh no.
You guys are going into the yellow, so I need to be more around there.
Become piss level.
There we go. Okay, this should be good. This should be good. Okay, so we talked about Momo. He fired the shot. He took the shot. Momo shot first.
Momo did not shoot first, actually, but I wish he just fucking saw an admiral.
Yeah, the second he saw this guy, just bam,
just on site.
Yeah.
But so fucking there. Then he decides to like double tap and goes for like a blast breath that like actually sets him on fire.
Yeah. And it's a big moment for Momo.
Big Momo moments.
Yeah, big Momo moments. Put it on the list.
That should be the podcast name. Big Momo-moments.
I think that's gonna be a short-lived podcast.
Yeah, can we talk about big Momo moments? And when we run out of One Piece Momo, we switch to Avatar Momo.
We'll have to Photoshop Momo into the chapters. Like, oh my gosh, did you see Momo's like gorilla punch on the new bad guy?
Yeah, that would be great.
But then it's revealed that he can literally reincarnate himself from like the smallest plant.
Yes, he's like Cell, but with like cellulose.
Yeah, photosynthesis.
Yeah.
That was a bad joke. That was a terrible joke. Anyway, but then as soon as he gets back up and decides he's about to do a little myrtle on all of our beloveds, black lightning starts hitting the skies, and you know what that means.
Hockey, my favorite sport.
Yeah. Shanks appears, and I take it, Nick, this is the reason you wanted to talk about this chapter?
Yes, because he is here to promote the upcoming film, One Piece Film Red.
As are we.
Which we are sponsored by.
Use the promo code in the description.
Can Can you get in trouble for saying you're sponsored by a company that you're not?
I think you can, as long as you don't specify that you're actually not sponsored by them.
Okay, well,
This is a joke. We are a satire podcast. By the way.
we're the These Nuts podcast.
Yeah, we've never actually even read One Piece.
Yeah, we're literally just making shit up.
I mean, I have it here for reference, but we must have been shooting the shit. Other than that, I opened this chapter for the first time today.
Yeah, I bought some vegetables. That's why we're talking about a broccoli man.
Where's Luffus? Anyway. Shanks arrives. I guess he heard that Kaido was getting his booty cheeks clapped and decided he wanted to come see that happen.
Yeah.
But, actually, you know what? You said it jokingly, Nick.
Yeah.
Why was Shanks here?
It was to promote his movie.
I think it legitimately is. Like, obviously nobody's gonna forget Shanks. But, just that little chapter be like, oh yeah, you guys know Shanks? Like,
but
like, probably help promote the movie.
And that makes sense. But narratively, why is he here? He literally shows up, solves the problem, and then goes away.
I'm going to theory craft why he's there.
Okay. That is
it's
part of the
because Odin was his friend when he was a kid, so he does care about the country of Wano a bit. So he probably pulled up and was like, let me help out these people real quick and then get the fuck out.
He could have shown up a couple of days ago.
Yeah.
It would have also been good.
Yeah, he could have, but he didn't have a movie coming
Well,
out a couple of days.
there actually is a logical explanation for that.
Yeah.
Shanks is definitely pushing the next generation of pirates.
That's true.
He's definitely been hinting at the fact that the government is afraid of, like, the next pirate era, right?
Yeah, to quote this chapter, are you that afraid of the new era?
So, I would not be surprised if it turns out that he actually was aware of, like, the fight against Kaido and Big Mom and stayed out of it so that their moment wouldn't be overshadowed by, like, well, of course they won, another fucking emperor was there.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised.
But, yeah, no, he fucks Ryokugyu up, like, he just... he just, like, starts, like, fucking pulse pounding him with force lightning.
Yeah, like, mind you, he's not even on the fucking island.
He's
hanging out in
outside
his
of
fucking
the island
boat.
by miles.
Yeah. But I think this is probably, without a doubt, like, the fucking highest power scaling feat we have for Shanks, since...
His ability to defeat an admiral without even being remotely near him.
Yeah, because before it was just he walked on Whitebeard's ship and was like, "Sup, bitches?"
I'm
and
here
just sort of
to
cracked
end
the wood a
this
bit.
war.
Yeah, he also did that.
He picked up the hat.
He did pick up a hat, which honestly is quite the power scaling
Yeah,
feat.
no, honestly, I've never seen... Luffy spun a hat in, like, the first opening, but that's the anime power scaling thing to an obscene degree, like they always do.
Yeah.
I mean, realistically, how do we know how heavy hats are in One Piece?
I mean...
They could weigh 90,000 metric tons.
Yeah, if you think about it, I do remember in the Reverie, I know this isn't the chapter we're talking about, there was a big-ass hat.
Yeah, no,
That's probably quite hefty.
I was actually just about to bring up the hat. Like, what if all hats weigh the same as that one big-ass hat? They've just been condensed. Like, as technology advances, the ability to compress hats into smaller sizes becomes more accessible to us.
Yeah, no, honestly, it could be the case.
And what if Luffy's hat has the most data of all of them? What if there's, like, 300 gigabytes of
Was he using a good hard drive from 10 years ago?
That's the One Piece. The One Piece is the 2 terabyte, the first 2 terabyte hard drive.
Yeah.
Roger be like, "Oh, we found it. It was an SSD."
Oh, look at all this.
It's like, the reason Roger thought they were too early is because this computer wouldn't hook up to the hard drive.
He saw the AV cables on the GameCube at Lapdale, and he just started chuckling.
It's like, all I brought was an HDMI.
But, so, Shanks resolves the conflict. Yamato is very mad that he didn't get to defeat Ryokugyu. You see him stomping and throwing a tantrum as he's like, yeah, you better run.
Yeah.
But, then we get to see, everyone reacting to... Because we see that Luffy acknowledges that Shanks was on the island, was near the island. And he doesn't seem all that bothered that he didn't get to see him. Which, to be fair, he was like that the last time.
Yeah.
I think this makes it twice now that Luffy and Shanks have been in, like, the same area and just missed each other. But only this time it was, like, intentional.
Yeah, this time it was very deliberate. Last time it was like, oh, he's unconscious, now I'll make it deliberate.
He's mad. He's like, Luffy, my mate, I'm finally here to see you. And then he's unconscious. Oh, you dickhead. And then the next time it's like, he ignored me, I'm gonna ignore him. Let's go.
Yeah.
But very big line was dropped at near the end of this chapter. Probably the most we got more information about like Pluton, obviously. We got more information about the admirals, but I think the biggest bit of information we got this chapter was Shanks saying that he wants to go find the One Piece.
I thought that was last chapter.
Was that
wasn't
last
it?
chapter?
I think.
I mean,
Unless you know what? I think it had to be this chapter, wasn't it?
I'm scanning through it. He doesn't say it. It might have been the chapter before. It was within the 3 most recent chapters.
yeah, for sure. Like Shanks said that for sure.
He did. He said it to Ben Beckman. I do remember.
You think Ben Beckman could beat Frieza?
I think it's possible. He fucking you saw
okay.
Ben Beckman fucking hold a fucking gun to a dude who can move at the speed of light, and he said, "Oh shit."
Man, like when Frieza fires the beam at Vegeta to finish him off, right? It's immediately deflected by a bullet, and then sitting on a mast that's just sticking out of a mountain in Namek is Beck. And he's just like, hey now, that's not very nice.
Yeah, it was the chapter before this one where he said, "Go find the One
Say
Piece."
back, wanna fucking get the One Piece, bro?
Yeah, he said that thing that everyone wants. Do you want to take it so they can't have it?
I think this is setting up a confirmation, though, that the final battle will be between Luffy and Shanks.
I don't think it will be the final battle, but I think for like the One Piece, Shanks will be involved for sure.
You know, unless Blackbeard just fucking kills him.
Do you think that he can beat Shanks?
I think that anything is possible if Oda wills it.
But Shanks has red hair.
Yeah, but what if Blackbeard eats the red hair fruit and he gets red hair?
Well, then he'll be Redbeard, so then Blackbeard can't beat him.
No. He'll still have a black beard, just red hair. It'll be like Mario.
Sounds horrible.
He's not a physically appealing person, so he probably likes it that you feel that.
Yeah.
But anyway, we're getting off topic as usual, as always, in the first episode.
Yeah.
Let's talk about.
I could beat Blackbeard in a fight, but yeah, continue.
Do you want to make that the topic of today's episode? Could you beat Blackbeard in a fight?
Well, listen, I saw Luffy punch him back in Impel Down, and he said, ouch, 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 ouch. So I think so.
He is the only Logia that can be physically harmed.
That is true. He's kind
Which
of
is
a weak, sauceable.
Which is a downside I'm sure was given purely so that Luffy could beat Blackbeard. But anyway, let's talk about the big lore dump of this chapter that we cut away from, and that the story cut away from, and that we cut back to, because the story cut back to. From the last chapter, Robin is making her way down the stairs with the old Shogun of Wano, who I was actually really surprised to be alive. That was a very out of nowhere twist.
Yeah, that one got me. I was like, who's this weird Tengu guy? But I kind of sort of forgot about him. It was like, alright, whatever, it's just some weird fucking Tengu dude.
He's a very forgettable character because he just shows up at the beginning of Act 1 and that's pretty much it.
See, I actually was privy to the idea of him being him, because he did just sort of have fucking Odin's swords.
You know what? That's a good point. I never thought about that. He just kind of had one of a special premium grade sword that is super special to Wano.
Yeah, he just sort of had it, and his face was hidden, and I was like, why would they hide his face unless there's a reason?
You know, now that I think about it, Oda even goes out of his way to make us think about the ownership of a rare sword, because the first thing that happens to Zoro upon arriving to Wano is that he is put on trial for the ownership of Ryoga's sword.
Ryuma.
Do you know who Ryuma is, by the way, Nick?
Who?
So, first of all, in narratively, he is the zombie samurai that Zoro fought on Thriller Bark.
Yeah.
But in the like greater Odaverse, right?
The Odaverse.
He was the protagonist of Oda's first one shot, which was just about a samurai who kills a dragon. His name was Ryoma, and he exists in the One Piece universe. He was like one of the biggest boys of Wano. Moriah, the fucking long neck, dick and balls man, right? Remember him?
I love Moria.
Moria, right? Sorry, why did I say Mariah? Mariah Carey.
Mariah Carey.
Moria Carey.
They bear a resemblance.
They. That's very mean.
I don't know anything about Mariah Carey. I just know that she was famous once.
Yeah, no, me neither. Anyway, he snuck into Wano at one point, right? Presumably when he went to go fight Kaido. When his dreams were crushed, right?
Yeah.
He stole the body of Ryoma. He stole Ryoma's sword, and it's heavily implied, or at least it's heavily theorized, that he also took like baby Perona.
Perona from Wano?
Yeah, so basically the reoccurring thing is that all Wano people have like bright neon hair, right?
Yeah.
And Perona has bright neon pink hair. And like, if you think about how old she is at the time of Thriller Bark, right?
Yeah.
It would line up around the time that he would have gone to get Ryoma's body. That's the theory I've heard anyway. There's not really anything to confirm that, or back it up, or support it, or even remotely consider it true.
I have not heard that one, but also, could that mean Reiju from Wano?
You know what? Did Vinsmoke Judge fuck someone from Wano to make Reiju?
Did Vinsmoke Judge fuck?
Did Vinsmoke
I don't
Judge
think, you know
on
what,
his
I'm gonna have to
wife
put
and artificially put a daughter in her?
Ugh, I'm gonna have to put a big veto on did Vinsmoke fuck. I don't think he did.
I feel like he did. I think he's a bit of like.
He's a little bit of a fucker.
Maybe
Yeah.
we'll do a topic. We'll do a topic episode on it in the future. I think there's some theory crafting that could be done here.
Which One Piece characters fucked?
No. Specifically, did Vinsmoke fuck? And is there any evidence to remotely prove that this fucking walking incel had sex?
Did he fuck or did he go hypothetically and just artificially get children?
Vinsmoke does strike me as the kind of guy who would go, "Ugh, it's too much time away from the lab to fuck. Here, I'm gonna put my semen in a syringe."
Yeah. This is gonna be demonetized.
Demonetized. We'll have like 5 viewers.
That's implying you get the monetization to begin with.
Yeah, no, seriously.
Hey, well, we're not after this intro.
The intro, 36 minutes in. It's fine.
No, I mean like introduction to the idea of this.
I'm Caswell. I make really crude, unfunny jokes. There. Now they have no reason to monetize me. I'm not of any value to them.
Good. This is what I like to see.
Anyway. I'm gonna just put timestamps for any time I say anyway at this point.
Yeah, there's a lot of anyways right there.
Robin and the Shogun go down the stairs to the old Wano. Law is now also there.
I like Law. That's my contribution to this.
Thank you, Nick.
Law is cool. Law is great.
Law is very cool. But it's revealed that Kaido found this place very quickly because Jack is a fisherman.
Yeah, which I think we already knew.
Yeah, because Kaido was aware that he had a road poneglyph.
Yeah.
But I don't think he was aware that it was on Wano when he got there. I think he just wanted Wano.
Yeah, he just sort of pulled up and was like, "Oh, yo, Orochi's my boy."
I feel like Jack finding this road poneglyph is the most that Jack's ever actually contributed to the Beast Pirates.
No, he like murdered a bunch of animals on an
Fucked
elephant.
up Zoe pretty bad.
Bro,
How do you pronounce that? Is it Zoo or Zoe?
It's Zoe.
Zoe.
Okay.
Yeah. But it's supposed to be like, it's supposed to make you think of Zoo.
I see.
But dude, like fucking killing animals. I kill like 20 cows a day.
That's fucked up.
Yeah, I
Hey,
eat
what
a
the
lot of
fuck?
hamburgers.
I mean, understandable. I do like burgers.
But anyway, down here we learn about the previous Wano, which, from what I gathered when I saw it, looked like a fishman area. I mean, it might just be that it's covered in coral, and like it's it's been underwater for a long time, right?
Yeah, well, Fishman Island had a lot of like Japanese aesthetic to it as well.
That is true.
Um,
But
in
also,
fact,
but sorry, go ahead.
they both have like big dragon statues. I think Ace melted it or whatever back when he was there, but wasn't there one at Fishman Island too?
I think so. Yeah.
Yeah,
I'd have to
so they
actually,
probably
I'd have to
have some
actually
sort
go
of
look.
connection.
But the point is, the only reason I'm a bit hesitant to say that it was a Fishman Island first, right,
Mhm.
is because he literally points out that it used to be an island on at the base of a mountain, and then the natural terraforming of the island caused it to be surrounded by rock and then filled with water.
Yeah, I don't think it was a Fishman Island. I think they just artificially moved it up for whatever reason.
Well, they felt they had to because the rock formations formed a dam, and water started getting trapped in there, and they were flooding. It was like it was
true.
like Venice if Venice started at the bottom of the ocean.
Yeah.
But so yeah, Pluton has been in the bottom barrels of Wano this entire time, or at least how to build Pluton, because we know what Pluton is. We've always known Pluton was a big battleship.
Yeah.
Now, if Pluton is already built and is in this area, I'm not sure.
I think it
You think it is?
it is there.
Okay. Because
But-
that's the thing. Is the big ongoing theory right now is, was Joy Boy trying to?
Trying to Pluton?
That's what we want to know.
Maybe.
Well, was Joy Boy trying? Was he even trying?
Yeah, I mean, it's tough to say because I mean, like, fucking all. I'm pretty sure like the whole point of opening the borders is to
Let Pluton out, yeah.
let Pluton out, right? And fucking Odin wanted that, but we don't really know why.
Yeah. So, here's the theory that I have.
Mm-hmm.
My theory is that the Pluton is a battleship, right?
Yeah.
But it was going to be used for the purpose of moving the fishmen out.
Yeah.
And when it was realized that you had to open the borders of Wano to do that, right?
Mm-hmm.
That was no longer like an option for Joy Boy. He knew it would happen eventually, right?
Mm-hmm.
But he couldn't get the fishmen out when he wanted to. So he built the Noah. He built the Noah to basically replace the Pluton. Like, this ain't a warship, but it'll get you out of here.
Maybe.
That's my theory that I came up with like 3 minutes ago.
I respect the haste.
Yeah. I make no waste, but I always haste.
Yeah, I will say, important thing to mention while we're on the topic of the fucking like mountain flooding panel, right?
Yeah.
Very similar to a few chapters ago where fucking the shot of where Kaido and Big Mom landed through the fucking mountains. So do you think they're somewhere under there in Old Wano with Pluton? Or do you think they're dead?
They're not dead. One Piece doesn't kill characters.
So they're down there, you're saying, with Pluton.
I think they're in the lava. Honestly, that's a good point. I didn't think about that. They could have like been punched into Pluton.
I mean, I just think that the panels of like fucking where they fucking yeet down into the ground and then the diagram of where Old Wano is are like fucking too identical.
Yeah.
For me to not acknowledge it.
If the lava can't kill Big Mom and Kaido, right?
Yeah.
Then they would just keep sinking to the bottom of it.
Yeah. Or they just end up in Old Wano.
Yeah, I mean, so I don't think that Big Mom and Kaido will be threats going into the new world, because we've already fought them, and it would be kind of dumb to like have a whole arc based around fighting them again.
Yeah, I don't think they'll be like the big fucking force of something.
But
I wouldn't
might
be surprised if they make a comeback to her with Pluton.
They might take Pluton.
They might. I mean, if they're down there.
If Big Mom and Kaido take Pluton to go back and fight the world government, right?
Yeah.
To try and like get another. See, I don't see Kaido doing it. Kaido just wanted a glorious fight and to go down. I could see Kaido like saying, "No, I've lived my life. I've gotten what I've wanted." But Big Mom is absolutely a petty fucking bitch, and I could totally see her taking Pluton.
That is true.
So maybe her, but regardless, Doing that so the what Straw Hats don't get Pluton. Doing that so Frankie has like a motivation to like be relevant again.
For him to build a new one.
And taking away the final hurdle of opening the borders of Wano, right?
Yeah.
I could totally see that happening, yeah.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised. I mean, also I feel like Big Mom still has narrative relevance.
Oh
since,
yeah, Luffy
there's
has not
Elbaf
actually
stuff.
defeated her in a fight.
And not only has he not defeated her, but like fucking, she still has like shit to do with Elbaf and like.
She also has
fucking-
900 children that are still over there.
Yeah, 900 children who may or may not want beef.
Speaking of her children,
Mm-hmm.
they were outside of Wano during the events of Wano and after. So imagine that they've just been sitting there waiting for Big Mom to come back, right? And all of a sudden, Emperor Conqueror Hockey just gets fired across the island and makes all of them pass out. Those poor guys, they are not catching a break.
Well, maybe they're just chilling inside a mirror watching it all go down.
Katakuri's just like, damn. Hope that Luffy guy's alright. He was pretty funny.
I said he was pretty funky. I hope he punches through Kaido's face.
He did.
He did.
But,
Rubbing knees.
Now we're gonna start a new segment that I like to call I Like That Part. Where we talk about a part of the chapter we really liked.
Oh, I like that.
I like that. So, my favorite part of the chapter was nothing to do with all the important bits.
Okay.
I just liked when the Shogun told them to look to the left and look at the glass to see Old Wano, right?
Mm-hmm.
Law immediately uses room to pop in front of Robin so he can see the window first, and Robin just looks and goes, "That's not fair." That was easily my favorite part.
It's a really good short bit.
What about you,
Like,
Hikaru? What was your favorite bit of the chapter?
Let me scroll through it so I can remember. You know what? I'm gonna say I like at the end when the boys are just chilling, watching all of the things go down. It's revealed like, oh yeah, they were there and they were like, oh, we'll help if we need to. And I like the confidence Sanji has to say, oh, we don't get to fight, as if he was about to beat that man's ass.
He was about to clap cheeks on that grass boy.
Yeah. So now I can, I can annoy the Zoro fanboys who think he's the strongest character and say, nope, Sanji Admiral level, Zoro didn't say, oh, I'd step in. So good on Momo.
Zoro pissed himself and said, "Fight's over, thank God I don't have to be out there."
Yeah, so clearly Sanji's stronger. Eat your heart out, three swords.
In fact, actually, Zoro makes a negative comment saying he's like scared of that hockey. That the hockey was monstrous. So I think that makes him the weakest Straw Hat now.
You know,
actually,
I think the monster trio has become the monster duo of Jinbei and Yamato. And Sanji's actually just risen up to Luffy level. It's just Luffy and Sanji are leading the charge now.
Yeah, Sanji just pissed with 3 swords. I mean, Zoro pissed with 3 swords. Sanji's been chilling.
Sanji pissed 3 swords.
He pissed 3 swords. That's his new
horrible.
technique now about Zoro.
3-sword pissing style.
God, I'm just imagining just taking Sanji, putting him in the scene where you know after Zoro takes on all of Luffy's pain at Thriller Bark, right?
Yeah.
You see all of like the blood splatters from pissing out 3 swords, and Zoro's just like, "Sanji-kun, what happened?" Nothing happened at all, and he lights a cigarette.
Yeah, and then Zoro just puts the swords in his mouth and walks away.
He gets on one knee and goes, "I kneel, you're the strongest."
Yeah, I liked that part. That's my segment of Thriller Bark. That was my favorite scene.
What about you, Nick? What was your favorite part of the chapter?
What a panel I think is very, very cool is the one where you see Shanks, but he's like just a black silhouette. I think that panel is really fucking cool. It makes him look really menacing.
Now, I'm not accusing you of fighting dirty, Navy man.
Navy man!
Little boy.
I do love that he fucking puts on his little, like, fucking mic and just fucking talks shit to him.
Goes into the chat and goes, "Heard you talking shit."
Yeah.
Join VC, yeah.
He really did. He called him on Discord.
Honestly, yeah, no, this entire fight can be summarized as like, well, what we said before, you know, Raizo fire attack, Ryokugyu quote retweet, right?
Yeah.
Ryokugyu goes to post in the Discord. Look at this sick ownage. Shanks has joined the server. Ryokugyu has left the server.
Yeah, Shanks was like, "Oh, Rizo's my mutual. I gotta go help him out."
I love that little guy.
Yeah. It's like I knew him when I was a little guy.
Oh, he did know him when he was a little guy. They hung out. They played chess. That's my headcanon.
They probably fucking knew of each other. Like, and I mean, Odin sort of left the scabbards when he was hanging out with Shanks.
Yeah, we definitely need to do like we're gonna do retrospective chapter like look backs on, or I guess arc look backs on weeks of breaks. But I really do want to talk to you guys about individual arcs, because when I talked to Nick before, we just kind of gushed about One Piece as like a collective thing.
Yeah.
We had to speed through a lot of things.
Yeah. Well, to be fair, Nick did read it very fast.
That is true. He was a speedy reader.
That's right.
He did his gear second with his reading eyes. And he just went crazy.
He bit his thumb and went gear. Wait, no, you don't bite your thumb in gear second. That's Naruto. That's when Naruto writes on the scroll.
Yeah, that's gear third.
Did any of you try and copy that when you were kids?
Biting your thumb?
Yeah, like biting into your thumb to make it bleed to like write down like secret ninja arts.
I don't think
Oh,
I've ever
no.
intentionally made myself bleed.
Well,
doing
I couldn't
anime,
either.
so no.
Because fun fact about tearing the skin with your bare teeth, right?
Yeah.
It hurts a lot, and your brain will tell you not to do that.
Well, yeah, no shit.
Yeah, so
Yeah.
I would try, but it would never work.
Yeah, see, I didn't watch Naruto as a kid because I was like, that shit's for nerds.
It
I'm
sounds
gonna
like
go
you're
watch
better
Dragon
off
Ball
for
Z.
it. Between
Yeah,
the two of us, I think you were better off for not watching Naruto.
Yeah, but what I did imitate involving thumbs was from Adventures of Sonic the Hedgehog. There's a scene where Grounder blows on his thumb and makes it into a pumpkin, and I was like, "Oh, that's fucking sick! How do you do that?"
That's really that's what you tried to imitate.
How you do that, Grounder? What the fuck?
Dude,
Yeah,
Grounder,
mind
that's
you,
a fucking crazy
I was
tree
like a
you got
little
there.
guy.
Sorry, that was my scratch impression.
Yeah, no, I liked it. I liked it.
Okay. This is a Sonic podcast now.
Yeah, this is a Sonic podcast now.
This-
One
this-
Piece move over.
This is the Sonic takeover.
Yeah, we're changing gears. That's the new podcast title. We talk about One Piece and change into a different
You know,
podcast.
honestly, Akaro,
Yeah.
the Changing Gears podcast doesn't sound bad, but it actually sounds kind of cool
Maybe.
because we're constantly shifting topics and we're One Piece Gears.
Yeah, it's the Xenogears podcast.
Yeah.
All right, you made it lame. You ruined it, Akaro.
Oh, my bad.
Anyway, I feel like, is there any other closing thoughts on the chapter?
I really like that Yamato is in it. I like him.
Any more pertinent closing thoughts? I mean, don't get me wrong. I'm not disagreeing with you. I like Yamato too.
Yeah.
But can we talk about something that isn't in every chapter?
Yeah,
I like
I have
Nekomamushi.
some thoughts.
Okay. Take it
Yeah,
away.
so, in this chapter, I want to suck Yamato's fat fucking titties.
Okay,
Yo,
that's
let's
great.
go, let's
That's
go.
great. I support you, and I want to do that too. But I have to say, that's not any different than what Akaru brought up.
Yo, what if we call it the I want to suck Yamato's fat fucking titties?
What the fuck?
podcast?
What the
Yo,
fuck?
let's
I'm gay
go.
now podcast.
Oh, this is good. We're making good progress on this podcast.
we are-
development.
Okay, let's shift over to a topic. The new chapter was good. That's the
Alright, cool.
that's the bottom part. That's the bottom line.
Yeah.
That's
I
the
liked
Yamato
it.
bottom line.
Yo, I'll be his bottom.
Yeah.
Hey, yo.
I found this great image the other day of it was a Yamato, right?
Yeah.
It was lewd. I will be honest.
Hmm.
But the punchline of it was Ace was making like the Squidward like face getting crushed by an ass pose.
Oh, understandable.
I'll send it to you guys later.
Yeah, this is our new topic for the podcast.
No, it's not. No,
Alright,
it's not. The
Do you
topic I
think
wanted
that
to ask.
Squidward could beat him?
The topic I wanted to ask was, what made you want to get into One Piece?
No, don't everyone jump in all at once.
Yeah, I
hang
know.
on now.
Jeez, guys, I see you're chomping. You'll talk about Yamato's sweaty pits for an hour, but this, I gotta fucking force one
So
of you.
why'd you get into One Piece? Silence.
Yeah. Oh, well, I mean, okay. I have a history with One Piece, I suppose.
Yes.
I used to tune into the Fox box as a kid. You know,
Right.
watch
the
my
Fox box, hell yeah.
watch my Saturday morning cartoons. Eventually, it became 4Kids. Said, damn, I like this Kobe dude, but fucking. Then I saw the preview for the episode where Buggy was, and I
Right.
said, damn, a clown. This shit's childish, and I dropped it. And so
You dropped it.
yeah, I dropped
That's
it,
actually
like-
I've heard that's a story for a lot of people. Is they watch One Piece, they watch the first few episodes, they enjoy like Luffy punching Alvida, they really like Zoro, right?
Yeah.
They watch the flashback story at episode 3, and then they get to the Buggy episode, and they're like, "That's our first enemy." Fucking dropped.
I like the idea
Yeah.
that you're a little 4-year-old child and you're like dropped.
Yeah, I said this is for babies.
Go writing your 4-year-old Metacritic review of. I don't think this story is very engaging, and I think that it tweets me in a very juvenile state.
Yeah, and so then, so I didn't watch it for a long time, but like I knew that it existed. Then, when I was slightly older, but still a baby, like
Still
Toonami
the
would be
best.
on, right? Fucking Toonami would be on, and One Piece would sometimes be on while I was waiting for a show I wanted to watch, and I was like, oh, I guess that's where they are. Neat, okay. But I was also like, oh, the art style in One Piece kind of cringe, bro.
Kinda cringe.
Yeah, I was like the fucking person who criticizes One Piece on the internet, but I was not using the internet because I didn't have any devices.
Right.
But then I got into fucking what was it? I got into high school, I guess, and I was like,
Is it called High School in Canada?
no, it's called maple syrup school.
It's called the Maple Leaf
What
Academy.
kind of question is that? Is it called high school in Canada?
No, I don't know.
What do
He
you think they call
pies.
it?
He
It's my story,
I
and I
mean,
let it with. I was in high school, and you asked me, "Is that what they call it?"
I mean, I was mostly saying that in a joking manner because you paused on like because you weren't sure if you were in high school, and I was like, who isn't sure if they're in high school?
Well-
It's a pretty like state-worthy thing. You're there for 4 goddamn years.
Okay, well, no, because I was trying to think of some other thing that I had with it, but I couldn't remember. Because there was some other like moment I had with One Piece where I was like, "Oh, okay," but it was before high school, but I didn't remember the details, so I was like, "Okay,
Right.
moving on." But yeah, I got into high school. There was people in my class who really liked One Piece, but I was like, One Piece kind of cringe, so I didn't watch it. And then I watched One Piece after I didn't watch it, to Syrup Village, and I said, "Oh, that's pretty good. Maybe I'll get back to it one day." And then I didn't. But then also in high school,
What is this fucking schizophrenic story?
You know, Nick,
Yeah,
What's
that's-
happening?
Nick, it's good that a Karu story is long because I have a very strange feeling, Nick, that your story is going to be remarkably short.
yeah. But I had this buddy who I had gym with, and he talked to me about anime while we were supposed to be doing physical activity. And talked about One Piece, and he was telling me about the scene in Annie's lobby when like Luffy's just fucking so like beat down from using Gear Second that he can't fucking move or whatever. And I was like, man, that sounds sick.
That's me after 2 jerk-off sessions.
Yeah, that's nice. Not me. I got fucking stamina.
I don't.
Yeah. So I thought, oh, that's really cool, and so I played One Piece Pirate Warriors, and consumed
No.
One Piece through that, and I was like.
No.
I was like, man, crazy at the end. I went to gym the next day after I finished, and I said, yeah, the fight at the end where like you and Ace team up and beat a Kainu, that was crazy. And he was like, what the fuck are you talking about? And I was like,
Yeah,
was the
yeah.
end
Don't
of
you
the boss
remember?
battle.
Don't you remember when all the Straw Hats showed up on the Summit War and they won and Whitebeard survived? It was such a good
Yeah.
ending.
Yeah, and he was like, what the fuck are you talking about? And I was like, oh, and so then I played a different One Piece game called One Piece Treasure Cruise.
On the GameCube?
What?
That was the one on the GameCube, right?
No, it's a gotcha game. for the
Oh,
mobile
okay. You're
device.
talking about the fucking. You know, Akar, I'm noticing something about your story.
Yeah.
There sure is a large amount of not consuming actual One Piece in your story
Yeah.
about what
You're
got you
bouncing
into
back
One
and forth
Piece?
between like 4 different types of
Like,
media.
motherfucker,
Yeah.
like, just fucking read the manga at this point, my brother in Christ.
Yeah, so I played One Piece Treasure Cruise since about week 1. Um, and I'd follow the story through that. And honestly, like, aside from them having to fluff out the story to have more missions, and then pirates showed up and we fought them, fairly cohesive One Piece following. But then I was like, I should just consume One Piece, and so I read it all,
Okay.
and then it consumed my life. So yeah, that's my One Piece journey, I suppose.
When did you start reading the story?
Oh, after I watched after I played Treasure Cruise for a few months, I was like, I should read it, and so I
Played a
started reading
You
it.
you invested
Oh.
money in a gotcha game for a series you hadn't even
I
read,
didn't invest money in it at that point.
but you have at
What-
this point.
What about now, though?
Listen, okay, I haven't spent money on Treasure Cruise in like long time because I haven't played it in a few years aside from this year when I started up playing it again.
Oh geez, your audio's picking me up. You're taking me and shaking me around like a baby.
Good.
Sorry about that. Continue.
Yeah. So I played the gotcha game or whatever, right? And where am I going? Oh yeah, so I did spend money on the gotcha game. I spent a lot of money on the gotcha game, in fact.
How much? Like approximately?
At least over $1,000 within
That's
the first
awesome.
2 years of the
Jesus
gotcha
Christ,
game.
I mean,
I was like 17 and I had a job and I was like, fucking, what else am I gonna spend? it
no,
on?
I mean, I get it. When I've spent collectively probably $1,000 on Duel Links through the
Yeah.
like,
Holy
6
shit.
years I've played it.
But now I've recovered from being a gotcha gambling addict because after I spent $200 to get fucking Monet when she came out, and I was like, that's enough. She wasn't even that good of a unit. I just wanted Monet.
That's the Harpy girl from Punk Hazard, right?
Yeah.
Of all the characters, why was she like the fixation?
Nick,
Monet's
Nick,
cute.
you have no room. You have no room to judge Mr. Tashigi.
Hey man, that's a different situation.
Is it?
Entirely. But yeah,
Okay.
continue.
Okay.
Yeah, so I don't know. I spent a lot of money on that gotcha game, and then eventually I got to the point where I was like fiending. I was fiending every time they had a new fucking 6-star unit coming out, and I wouldn't get them. And I was like, I need them. I need the new one. They're so strong. And I was like, I should just stop playing Treasure Cruise. And also, my phone stopped working, so it was like a good point. I was like, I don't need to re-download
It's
it.
a sign from God.
Yeah, and so I've since re-downloaded it like 2 years ago, and I look at the game and like everything I had and spent money on is fucking worthless now because it's power skilled the shit.
Oh, okay.
But
Sorry.
it's a great gotcha.
Sorry, I was having a brain fart. See, because of it, because I have like the overlay set up to read our inputs from Discord, right?
Yeah.
I was worried that your audio is picking up on my microphone, right?
Yeah.
But I just realized that no, your audio is coming through, and Discord is picking it out. The input level
Yeah.
on my mic isn't changing. It's picking up as much audio as it already was.
Yeah.
Anyway, that dumb shit aside, I'll remember to actually put my fucking headphones in next time so the audio is much better.
Understandable.
But Nick, why don't you go next?
All right, sweet. Yeah, so One Piece was something that I was like wanting to at least kind of check out for, quite a few years. Like I remember watching it, like the old 4Kid stuff way back in the day. It was like, yeah, all right. It wasn't really something that I was like crazy about. It was, yeah, But it wasn't until the past like couple of years or so where a lot more people are like, yeah, you should get into One Piece. Like, have you read One Piece or have you watched it? But it was always just getting over that hurdle of like, oh, I gotta read over 1,000 chapters. Like, But the past like about a month or so ago, I caught the nasty you-know-what virus. And I figured for whatever reason, like I was incapacitated and I was just spending a lot of time in bed. I was like, now's probably a good time to like read it because I'm not really doing anything else. So yeah, that was my much more concise story about how I got into One Piece.
One thing I've noticed on that topic, right?
Yeah.
COVID and like, blank virus and the ongoing like lockdown and like people staying at home all day, right?
Yeah.
has led to a lot of people biting the bullet and finally either reading or watching One Piece. I've seen some madmen who have watched the entire anime in that time.
Yeah,
I could never do that. I could never. I tried to consume One Piece through the anime, and it is not worth it. Don't.
No,
do that.
I think if you try to get into it through the anime, you're a fucking crazy person.
That is
Yeah,
psychopathic tendencies.
I think there's highlights of the anime for sure where it's like this scene's really good in the anime, but like
Yeah.
definitely not something I want to consume the entirety of.
Fucking, I think Iron Mouse said that her favorite anime of all time is the One Piece anime.
I mean,
Wait, no.
fucking
She said
why
she really
not?
likes it. She said she would put that down, but she has to give it to Gintama because Gintama is like her OG.
That's fair. That's fair.
Yeah, but I've heard some people say that the One Piece anime is their favorite, and I'm like, dude, literally, how can you do that? There's like 1,000 episodes. They're barely adapting a chapter an episode.
Dude, there's like 1,000 chapters. They're
I mean,
barely
right, but here's
adapting
the
a
thing.
chapter.
Here's the thing. Think about Dragon Ball Z Kai, right?
Yeah.
Dragon Ball Z Kai takes the 300 plus chapters of Dragon Ball Z and adapts it in about 120 episodes. That
Mhm.
means you're getting at least 2 chapters of content an episode, but typically you're getting more than that. They're editing it down to fit what the narrative needs for the anime. The anime is artificially extending the manga to fit the runtime of an anime, so they can keep a 7 p.m. Saturday morning. What the fuck did I just say? A 7 p.m. Saturday night time slot for the
Yeah.
foreseeable future.
Well, do you want seasonal One Piece? Do you want to be
Yes.
My Hero Macadamia?
Yes, I would prefer seasonal, so time and effort can be put into it.
See, this kind of situation makes me glad that like the Bleach anime got like essentially soft canceled for many
Yeah.
years. So now the final arc can get animated and like look good and go at like a reasonable pace, and there's not going to be any filler bullshit.
Oh my god, the Bleach filler was so bad. It was like,
Hey, I've only watched Bleach filler in the last fucking arc.
that is... What?
I only watched Bleach through Toonami, so I just watched what was on, and most of it was filler.
Yeah, there was a really bad stint. I don't think Bleach filler was any worse for anyone than American Bleach fans, because Bleach went on a hiatus over here in the dub, and when it came back on a filler arc.
But filler's fire in Bleach. It's the best animated content.
I will say though, while I shit on the anime of One Piece, right?
Yeah.
The early season filler was actually really good. Like, not all of it, mind you. Like, fucking stuff like the Rainbow Mist and like the episode where they all lost their memories, right?
Yeah.
Those are all like pretty forgettable. But episodes where the crew is just like chilling on the ship and just being like a found family, right?
Yeah.
They're really worthwhile. There's a really good one where Nami gets mad because she makes her first attempt at like charting the areas they've been to, right?
Yeah.
And the gang dicking around destroys her map. She tells them not to bother her for any reason. Obviously, she means unless it's an emergency, right?
Yeah.
But Chopper doesn't realize that. They try to save themselves from an oncoming storm, and they all end up either incapacitating themselves or just making things worse.
Yeah.
And Chopper has a little, like, adorable panic attack because he's just like, oh, we need to save this ship, but I don't want to make Nami mad. I don't know what to do. And eventually they get Nami, and she proves why she's a vital member of the crew because she keeps them alive when they're on sea.
That's good.
It was a very good episode, yeah. There's also one where, I say, that the one where they forget their memories isn't worthwhile, right?
Yeah.
But you get a lot of cool moments on the ship. Like, we get to see what Zoro and Sanji's relationship would be like if they didn't have that pre-existing hatred for one another.
Do they kiss?
They're washing dishes together, and they're just saying
That's
each other's
so
names
cute.
with no insults. It's literally just like, "Oi, Zoro. Oh, thank you. Oi, Zoro. Oh, thank you."
I like that. I think that they'd make a good couple.
They would make a good couple. Anyway, I guess that leaves just me, and then we can wrap things up.
Yeah. Tell us about your One Piece journey and make it schizophrenic as possible.
Yeah.
Cool. I have a long history with One Piece, so that's fine. So, I, like a lot of people, first got into One Piece during the 4Kids anime. I had never heard of it until that point, but I actually caught the very first episode and airing of 4Kids One Piece, because I was watching Sonic X and I think Chaotix at the time. I'm not sure what was... you want to get schizophrenic, I'll try and tell you what shows were airing around that time. But point is, I was watching 4Kids every Saturday. So I was super excited because it was, a new show. Oh, this character looks pretty neat. This looks fine. And I remember instantly really liking it. I followed it as closely as I could week to week. I think I watched not every episode. Around the time that Alabasta started is where I started to have a hard time following, because they shifted from their 4Kids TV site to Cartoon Network.
Yeah.
And it also doesn't help that around that time, the 4Kids was butchering episodes and cutting out entire plot lines. So trying to figure out where they were is hard. For context, Nick, Little Garden?
Yeah.
That entire thing is gone in the 4Kids.
Oh,
though.
good.
Also Laboon.
Also Laboon. Laboon was turned into an iceberg that they blew up.
What, they cut out Laboon?
Yeah, they turned Laboon into an iceberg, and then they blew it up with a cannon.
Yo, that's why I'm excited if they ever did continue the 4Kids when they got to Brook. They're like, I really loved this iceberg.
I love this iceberg. His name was Jimmy the Iceberg, and Luffy's just like, uh-oh, we killed it! and then Brook's like, great, I have nothing left to live for. Let me come with you.
And he goes, oh, but I'm already dead.
He doesn't say that.
He says,
Brook only makes one skull joke, and that's that you don't stand a ghost of a chance. That's the only skull joke he makes in the 4Kids stuff.
That's pretty good. That's a unique one.
But anyway, so I followed the anime like that for a long time. I attempted to watch the anime when Funimation took over, but finding a place to watch it without having the money to pay for Funimation's streaming service, or to get the DVDs, was really hard for a poor little teenager.
You didn't just watch it on Toonami?
Well, that's the thing. I tried to watch it on Toonami, but I could only ever catch it every now and again because I had a life, Akaro. I had things I had to do on Saturdays, and sometimes I would just forget.
Lame. See, I just watched it, or actually no, I DVR'd it. I just recorded the episodes and watched them when I had time.
I didn't have a device that could do that.
Dang.
Yeah, that's the thing. I also was very so. If my accent is enough of a giveaway, I'm from the South, and I was from a very middling, not poor, but lower class family that didn't really understand how technology worked. I knew how to operate a Game Boy, right?
Yeah.
And I knew how to help my parents get their computer to stop being slow on them because they were not cleaning out their storage files at all.
Yeah.
But if you asked me how to pirate something,
mm-hmm.
I was completely lost, and I still kind of am lost even today.
Well, I'm a bit of a pirate myself. I've been watching One Piece since high school, pretty religiously. So.
But anyway, I attempted to live vicariously through the anime, and it just wasn't working. If it wasn't when Crunchyroll was finally a big thing, right?
Yeah.
I attempted to watch the anime. I decided that because I had been following the anime on the side. I had heard about major plot points. I had kept up with the ongoing story, but I wasn't getting the full experience, right? I was a little too afraid to read the manga because the same thing of it's just so massive. It's just such a huge commitment, right?
Yeah.
But eventually, I attempted to. I chastise you, Akaro, but I'm realizing now I had a similar start. I didn't decide to make the plunge to read and watch One Piece until I played a One Piece PS3 game.
What game was it?
One Piece Unlimited World Red.
Damn, I bought that game after I got into One Piece, and I couldn't stand it. So
it's a bad game, but there is one saving thing about it that makes it really good.
Oh.
And that's that in the hub area, you get to Spider-Man around as Luffy using your stretchy arm powers.
That is pretty fun.
That's the most fun part of the game. It's just running around this little small hub area as Luffy.
That's good.
So, I decided, fuck it. I'm gonna make the plunge. I'm gonna start from the post time skip, and I'm gonna get caught up to the anime, right? I got 7/8 through Dressrosa.
A very specific amount.
Well, because it's 144 episodes, right?
Yeah.
And I got 100 in before I caved. I couldn't. I watched so much of the One Piece anime and how bad Dressrosa was that I literally could break down to a science what they would do to artificially extend episodes.
Yeah.
It was really bad. I still liked the characters, I still liked the music, I still liked what I was seeing, but it was just such a huge time sink every day to spend 48 minutes or more to watch two to 3 episodes, and to feel like no progress was made in those 3 episodes because they were trying to tell the same storyline between like 2 chapters in those 3 episodes. So eventually,
that would drive me fucking crazy. Just thinking about how, like, if I watch 100 episodes of some shit, I could have watched like 6 or 7 other entire series in that time.
Yeah.
You know?
Nowadays, I consume the anime while I'm at work. I like play it in the background while I'm working, right? But the dub is not very far into the One Piece. I think the dub is about 400 episodes behind.
Yeah, no, it's very much not close.
Oh wait, no, they just started Zoe, so they're actually only about 300 episodes behind. So hey, they're making progress.
Only about 300 episodes.
Yeah. So Nick, fun fact about that:
Yeah.
when the dub, when Toonami got canceled, right? The dub was in a weird place where it was trying to figure out how it was going to exist without a streaming service, because One Piece is so long and there are so many episodes, you can't really like get good DVD sales off of it. Especially for how expensive Funimation sells their Blu-rays and DVDs.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
They would genuinely like make so what the structure they did was arcs are called seasons, right? And no. Is it the arc is the season or the voyage?
I think it's the voyage.
Okay, yeah. So an arc is a voyage. So like Alabasta is voyage 2, right? And it would be split up between 4 DVDs called seasons 1 through 4. And those would have like 13 to 14 episodes on them. The wall of someone owning every Funimation One Piece DVD sounds like it belongs in like the mausoleum.
Yeah.
It's massive, like it's insane. But regardless, when Crunchyroll, anyway, they went on a hiatus for a while because there wasn't really funding for it. No one really cared about the One Piece dub except for like a few number of people, right? And so they've been playing catch up with a really weird bomb release schedule ever since. And it's led to a point where people, for example, Katakuri debuted, I want to say 6 years ago at this point, Akaru?
Maybe.
You think that's right? 2016?
Like for the dub?
No, for just the manga. Was Whole Cake 2016? 2017?
Maybe. I know Whole Cake was coming up around the time I started reading it, but I don't remember the year I started reading One Piece.
See.
It's just like around the time Dressrosa was finishing.
Because the point is that we've been waiting almost half a year to hear what, actually no, over half a year to hear what Katakuri sounds like in the dub. He still doesn't have a dub voice actor. One of the most iconic One Piece characters, right?
Yeah.
No, he does have a dub voice actor now.
He does?
Yeah, it was announced on Twitter, and he did like a little voice thing.
Okay, well, so that was this year, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so for context, it started in 2016, right? It wasn't until 2022 that we finally got a dub for the most prevalent character of Whole Cake, barring Mom.
Yeah.
That's the kind of gap between the dub and the sub. But anyway, my story, my time. Yeah, Shonen Jump announced an update to their version of they had like a digital library service where you could pay like $7.99 a month and you have access to all the backlogs of whatever's running currently in a library of Vault stuff, right? So they had a big selling point, which was that you could read all of One Piece for free without having to pay, right? As a way to get people to download the app. Yeah. I started with that, but their platform was really poorly optimized on mobile, and it just didn't work properly. But eventually, I think only like 2 months later, or at least from when I found it, they did an update. They changed the price to 99 cents or $2.99, one of the two, and you could read anything you wanted on there. And so the first thing I did was I got it, and I read all of My Hero Academia, right?
Yeah.
Because I was caught up on the anime. I wanted to read more. I saw that they had that, so I did that, right? Yeah. From there, I would read a bunch of other series like Yu-Gi-Oh! I read Bleach before I started reading One Piece.
I still have never read Bleach.
It's not very good.
Debate me. That's it. This is becoming a Bleach debate
No,
podcast.
Yes.
Bleach
Yeah, this
is
is-
fine. Bleach is okay.
Let's have a Bleach debate.
I don't
right
really
now.
enjoy like the later arcs of it, but the first, like the beginning of it, everything up to
Wait,
the beginning of like the Arrancar arc is really good.
Man, that's such a boring opinion. Everybody says
Well,
that.
I
That-
do
hey.
like the beginning of the Arrancar arc. I like the introduction of the captains in the real world. I like Ichigo's ongoing story to like master his hollow powers, right? But I just don't find Hueco Mundo very interesting. It's a very
Is it because it's in Mexico? Is that why?
Yeah, are you being
Yeah,
racist?
what the fuck?
I have so many Mexican
you were
friends.
growing up in the South, huh?
No, no.
Yeah, I see how it is.
Listen,
Oh,
I just
wait.
couldn't understand their names.
I know this is a One Piece podcast, but did you not like the Fullbringer arc?
I actually really liked the Fullbringer arc.
Okay, you can wait.
I thought the Fullbringer arc was a really good return to form in a lot of ways. I actually, I really liked the powers of the one guy who can like alter and erase memories, right?
Oh, yeah,
And
yeah.
how he used that to just like turn every one of Ichigo's friends against him and take away like the one thing Ichigo uses to motivate himself to fight.
Yeah, that's cool, but I liked Ruroka because she's cute, and that was why I liked it.
Okay. So anyway, I read One Piece on the Shonen Jump app and got caught up in about 5 months.
That's
Man, boy, you
slower
read
than me.
slow, man.
Yeah.
What the fuck? I read that whole bitch
Yeah.
in like a month and a half.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
you didn't have like a deadly virus, Chuckles. What's wrong with you?
Yeah,
Yeah,
I didn't
did.
have.
Wow, I
Yeah,
was
no,
incapacitated.
you guys are missing something very important. I didn't have 2 weeks of complete free time to do nothing. I was in college. I had college
Oh.
classes. I had a part-time job. I had things I had to do.
Hey, when
I
I
had
was in
video
school,
games to
I was
play.
doing One Piece shit in class. They didn't stop me.
I also read One Piece in class. They didn't stop me.
Yeah, I see. Still took you 6 months though.
Fuck you. I said 5 months. It was probably even more like 4.
Okay, sure.
Anyway, so actually, a fun fact about that: reading One Piece at the beginning was actually kind of hard because I had consumed the first like 100 episodes of One Piece so many times that like reading the story again like it was a slog. There were a few
Yeah.
differences that like held my attention, but overall it was very hard to like deep dive. And then I got to Baratie, right?
Mhm.
And I don't know why, but it just clicked, and all of a sudden I was just really enjoying it, and suddenly I was blazing through like 10 to 20 chapters a day. Of course, that was like, then I would take like a day to not read anything, or like, I tried to have a quota, but I just didn't hold up to it.
Yeah, I never put quotas on things that I'm doing in my
Yeah,
video.
except on me, apparently.
When did I put a quota on you?
You literally just said, oh, you couldn't get the story read in 2 months? You had to take
Yeah, I
4.
didn't give you that quota before I knew you.
But anyway, yeah, that's everyone's, how they got into One Piece. Didn't really get into, like, personal stuff, but I think that's a good enough, like, starting point.
Yeah, that's our entryway into One Piece, and our entryway to the series, according to Oda, is the chapter that we talked about.
Yeah, this is we started off with the chapter that it wasn't that last chapter though.
Yeah, it was. Honestly, they're kind of like a continuation of
They
each
are,
other.
like, you
It's
really
kind of
could
weird
call
that
it-
we started midway through a fight for our first one.
Yeah, you could call if it was 4 kids, you could call like these two chapters like Plant Panic Part 1 and Plant Panic Part 2.
Yeah, Palm Tree Panic.
Palm Tree Panic.
It sounds like a fucking Sonic level.
It is a Sonic
Is it?
level. You knew that. That was a rhetorical statement. You knew that.
Yeah, of course it was.